Hi, my name is Stacy, and I wanted to do a book review on Max Lucado's book, You Are Special. I think that this book has so much to offer to adults and young people. It is a book in which there is a village of puppets that were made by a puppet maker, and the puppet maker becomes sad, due to the fact that he felt like the puppets are not doing what he originally purposed them to do. So, what he does is the puppets actually are going throughout the town and placing stars and dots based on performance or behavior. So, they place dots on some if you don't have the best behavior, and they press stars on others. So, people are starting to develop their self-esteem and self-worth by the stars and the dots. And this particular gentleman on the front, his name is Punchinello. Punchinello was really a person that everybody gave dots. He didn't get many stars. I don't think he ever got stars. So it talks about how it affected his self-worth, how it affected his self-esteem, how it affected how he felt about himself because he always got dots. And one day he meets this girl named Lucia. She's a really cool chick. And Lucia has no dots and she has no stars. And he was like, "How did you do that?" And she was like, "I go to the puppet maker every day and he tells me who I am. So I don't like star stick or dot stick because I got it like that." Like, wow. So what she suggests to Punchinello is that you've been listening to the Wemmicks a little too much. Won't you go and spend some time with Eli and see what Eli has to say? So Punchinello, he's sick of being all dotted up, being talked about, and being given dots and holding his head down. So he decides, I'm going up to see Eli. So he opens the door when he comes in, and Eli knows his name. They've never met, but Eli knows who he is. And he says, "I'm so happy you finally came to see me, Punchinello." And what he does is he lifts him up and places him on his carving table because he's the one that creates the puppets. And he says, "You are so special to me." And he said, "Oh my goodness, I see you got all these dots on you. So I see the Wemmicks got to you. They done stuck all these dots on you." And he was like, "Yes." But he said, "I saw Lucia and Lucia doesn't have any dots. Why didn't she told me she didn't have any dots because she saw you." He said, "That's right, because Lucia cares more about what I think about her than what other people think about her. So that's why she didn't have any dots." And he said, "The more you come to visit me, you'll learn that those things that are stuck to you won't even matter. And what I believe about you will be so strong that it won't even affect how others think about you." And Punchinello was too charged. He was excited. He called himself running out the door. And when he ran out the door, it was like, bing, one of the dots fell off. So I just think it's a great book because it talks about in life what we allow to stick to us. You can get in an environment or get into a situation and something has no value for you. And if you let that begin to define it, it changed his whole mindset. He's walking with his head down. He got low self-esteem, all because of that. And I think the biggest thing is to really to make time to see God every day, to see what God thinks about you. And sometimes we're so full of what others think about us that we haven't allowed space for what God feels about us. So it's a phenomenal book. I think it's good for children. I think it's great for adults. One thing I think is great for adults, because I made this t-shirt. I don't have it with me, but it was a t-shirt that said, "With God, we are loved and right and everything." And then I put Velcro on it to say, "What have you allowed to stick onto you. And then when you get it to stick, it I put so much Velcro on there, it can stick to you so much that you forget how God feels about you. So today, I just want to make the suggestion, what's sticking to you? And have you spent time in the presence of God to allow him to find you versus a lot of things that you're going through? And just to know that he is there with you always. But I thought it was a really great book. Once again, Max Lucado. This is a little version of it, so it cuts a lot of the stuff out. If you get the big book, it's really, I mean, they're greatly illustrated, really great books. But I think it's good for young and old. And one thing particular, I went to a particular space where they showed this video to a group of adults. And in the group of adults, there was an older gentleman that was there. And he stood up. He was like 50 something years old. And he described how he allowed something to be spoken over his life that actually affected him for a great portion of his life until he realized that that thing spoken over his life was never true. But it had controlled what choices he made, what decisions he would make, what things he would choose to do because he allowed that voice to be louder than God's voice. So my hope is the big one. You can go to Barnes and Noble and just sit in the coffee, get you like a Jamocha or something, and sit and read a phenomenal book. I think it's life changing in so many ways. So this great girl named Shazan in Atlanta gave this to me, and I just think it's a great book. So I just wanted to share that with you today. Great to share with children. So as they grow, when people try to bully them and stick dots on them, they can know you're just trying to stick a dot. I'm going to spend time with Eli and be like Lucia and get that stuff off of me. So I hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to put some positive energy out there. And hope that this book blessed you like it blessed me. Also on YouTube, it's got the whole videos, and along with it's got the Punchinella video, great for you to watch, and a whole bunch of stuff there. So have a great day, and may you have faith to take off everything that's hindering you and move towards your dreams. Peace and blessings.